All right, guys, welcome back to the Unholy Trinity podcast.
Yo,
This is a
back at it
special,
again.
this is a special edition, aka the super tired edition, because Sunny and I are super tired.
How many hours of sleep did we all get? I'll start us off with 5.5.
Oh, actually, I got more than you. I got 6, I think.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead. I've been tired, emotional, and miserable for a week, and this is like the week anniversary of me being tired and emotional because I have no sleep. How about you guys?
Let's
Happy
commemorate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fun for all the family.
yeah. I mean, I just wrapped up uni, so it's like a bit of weight has been lifted off my shoulders. But I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
We still have
That's
7
good.
weeks.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, holy shit, that's
Because we just
Quite a
started a month ago. A month or so.
Well, a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's a full time for us.
yeah.
Mhm.
Tired as hell.
Mhm.
We have lives.
Well,
But anyways, we're here with this part of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've booked accommodation and tickets to go to Sydney for early November, so that is confirmed happening.
Woo!
And yeah,
Damn,
Jack doing
Sydney,
shit.
yeah.
more like Binny.
Yeah, mini.
Binny.
Vinny?
Binny.
Oh, Pin.
Binny with a P.
I see, I see.
Vinny the
All right.
Pooh.
All right. We have a few things for you guys this week. As usual, we'll talk about the movies we watched / recommend, the TV shows we watched / recommend. Sorry. We'll have a couple of bigger reviews this week, and that's going to be for episode 6 of Andor
Yes.
and the season wrap up of SheHulk.
Yo.
And then we've got a little bit of a news section at the end. And yeah, was there anything you guys wanted to add?
They were set to go.
I think so.
All right. Let's start with the film section of recommendations. And I'll go first with saying I watched Gravity this week. And I quite liked it. It is a space movie
We like
with
Was it empty?
well, kind of, because well, the content of the film was, I mean, it's not complicated. It's a simple story. And it's about literally about them traversing. It's about essentially they're on like a space mission, right? And then Sandra Bullock's character and George Clooney's character are the last remaining survivors of that because it's like a fucking debris hit the thing. And then it's literally, about her just traversing through space to get home. And it's fucking intense. Like, it's generally, like, riveting. The CGI is beautiful. Like, it looks really good. I'm not even quite sure what was practical or what was CG. But it's interesting. I've heard rumors that they shot it in low orbit.
No.
But I can't confirm that because I haven't done enough research.
Let us know in the comment section on YouTube.
you can help us out. But yeah, I recommend it, and also I got to watch it on like the big screen, which is
Hey.
cool. And that's kind of that's a good way to do it because it's one of the spectacle movies, but like genuinely fucking gripping movie. And surprisingly scary sometimes. They have like a couple of jump scares and shit, yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good.
The next movie I wanted to talk about, this is a little indie one that G and I watched this week as part of our little Spooktober.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I've
So
been
I wonder-
slacking on the Spooktober stuff.
I wonder if we're going to do we'll probably do a Halloween themed episode or something because we're going to watch Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we could.
sorry. Yeah, so the movie that Dee and I watched was Host, which I thought was Australian, but it's actually British. It just has some Australian voices in it, I think.
Wow.
But
You're racist?
it's a film on Shudder, which is the horror streaming platform. and it's like it's kind of like Unfriended, but it's on Zoom in 2020 during the pandemic, and so the entire thing is shot during the pandemic.
Was this the one we always talked about watching and we never got to?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah. It's a good watch. It's 59 minutes or something. So it's like it's a short one as well. It's like Werewolf by Night length. Pretty scary. We were a bit creeped out because we were on Discord and because the movie it's like literally a Zoom call, so it's like you got all that lag, you got all that stuff, and like you know how calls sound.
Yeah.
And like at one point Lachlan joined the call or something, and he was but his mic wasn't working, and that was terrifying because we were like we couldn't tell whether or not it was in the movie or not.
It was a ghost.
Yeah.
Should we watch the Shane Dawson one?
Oh, I'm not sitting through that again. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. He's referring to the film Smiley, if you guys do not know it. And essentially,
I just hear Shane Dawson and I laugh.
Yeah, it's Shane Dawson's movie. Well, it's not his movie, but he's in it. Where if you like type on like a live chat or something, I did it for the lols. Somebody comes up and murders you. Smiley, dude.
Smiley.
I don't recommend that movie, but like at the same time, if you haven't seen it, maybe it would be.
That concept just sounds to put it nicely. The concept sounds unique.
Yes.
And I say that with a big smile. Yes.
Though, like
big smile.
Like the concept itself is, I guess, unique, but like the execution's not very unique. If you watch the movie, it's just I
did it for the lols.
Yeah, specifically, you gotta spell LULZ. That's did it for the lols.
Lols.
Yeah. This is very 2012.
It probably did come out around 2015 or something because it probably had outdated humor. No, yeah. Speaking of old, though, oh, sorry, we recommend Host, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's a good movie. Sorry. Speaking of old. A little classic Australian film that Dio watched.
Australian,
right?
Yeah.
Watch me.
You want to talk about that?
Films. Yes, I watched good old Mad Max, starring Mel Gibson, from the year of our Lord 1979.
Hey.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but also like it's very simplistic. In a way where it's like, I thought movies were better at that time. They had better movies, but like, I gotta say, they probably had better movies at the time. But like, what's innovative about that movie, I guess, is just the setting and the general, I guess, background of it. But story-wise, it's very like simplistic and dumb. But I still enjoyed my time because you're
simplistic and dumb.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a basic bitch.
That's right.
Most people in the world. But we got some cool chase scenes, people blowing up.
That's all you need.
Yeah. What else happened? Vroom vroom. Aussie V8s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Twin Diesel.
Yeah. It was shot in Australia, right?
Yes, it was. It was set in a post-apocalyptic Australia, where there's the cops for some. There's an established cops thing, and they're called the main patrol or something, and they try to catch like basically fucking meth head.
Oh.
From like disturbing the normal people.
Not just meth heads. Fucking meth heads.
Fucking meth heads. Which is just normal Australia, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
that's what the cops do. So it's an accurate representation of the future. Yeah. And they
this is Australia.
Around. But the meth heads in this movie, they're in a biker gang. So that's also true because there's still biker gangs selling meth. And what they do is they just kind of fuck around and, I don't know, kill people. And in the movie, the cop guy, Mel Gibson, has a wife and a kid.
Yeah.
And do you know what happens to the wife and the kid?
Die.
They die.
Yeah. That's,
So it's he got to get a revenge.
It's a John Wick story there,
Yeah.
you know?
So he got his revenge, and the movie ends.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Could you say that this
Classic
is not, in
Australian
fact,
movie.
a post-apocalyptic movie, but just rural Australia?
It is just rural
It's
Australia.
just rural
so
Australia.
10
But
out of 10
everyone
real.
just, international
The
audiences
bush, mate. The bush.
thought it was post-apocalyptic, but it's just Australia. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's just Bendigo.
Oh, crazy,
Bendigo the
man.
movie.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
bush.
that was Mad Max.
Recommend?
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a classic.
Have you seen
So
Fury
strong.
Road?
No, so I'm probably gonna watch that.
Yeah.
remember me
that
and my
was a banger.
Yeah.
Me and my sister would always see the ads on the TV and just call it Furry Road,
Oh.
which is a whole different
yeah.
film. That's a whole.
Yes,
That's a whole other
yes.
film in a different genre.
Yeah, but I'd watch that.
Mad
I
Max
mean-
Furry Road.
Yeah.
It's not Mad Max. It's Racked Off Max.
I'm actually in it. Did you know I'm in Furry
Oh.
Road? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Pink Panther furry. If you remember, when they're driving to FurryCon in the first act,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pink Panther furry
Is
starts...
FurryCon like SoulCon? What?
Oh yes, the convention in which they show all the Saw movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It's not a hacker convention unless
No.
we make it a hacker convention.
Yeah.
a random thing about Mad
That's
Max. For some reason I know about this, but like Mad Max, the movie, inspired Japanese biker gangs on how they style their bikes from watching Mad Max back in the 70s.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
So they added like a whole bunch of fur on their seats to make a Furry Road. Oh no, wait, Furry Road didn't come out in the 70s. No.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Furry Road is
But
2015.
they did have furry seats at some
That
point.
is true.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's something neat.
yeah. Good
Guess
recommendation.
you could say it's kind of mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing it to the max.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Any other movies we were going to address? Oh, just I'll put it out there, but didn't watch it last week, but I think I rewatched it again. But Little Miss Sunshine. If I didn't recommend it last week, I'll recommend it this week. Good movie. I'm working. Well, I've already made a video essay, and it'll probably go up on my channel after I've got my grades back for the assignment.
We'll put a link in the
But
description or somewhere.
Oh, my voice just did it. Oh
That
no,
was a
I
grunt.
don't like that. That's
Editor, cut that.
Puberty.
yeah, it's a good family film. To not watch with the family because it's a bit inappropriate, but
Fun for all the
it's
family.
a good one. It's actually a
Hmm.
wholesome, nice film.
Whole fam, we love that.
We do.
We
I like whole bread.
Me too.
You know what else we like to do?
White bread.
We do like to do white bread, but also we like to watch TV.
We do.
Yeah. Well, we like to stream TV. Stream.
We could do TV if we want.
Do we? Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Was I supposed to talk about Made in Abyss
Oh, that's because
later?
is that a movie?
It's a show and then they had a movie.
I put it in the TV section.
Alright,
so
yeah.
Well, we can open with that. So TV recommendations / what we watched. Do you start us off with
Take it away.
Hey y'all, for you Chinese animation aficionados, I'm sure you've all watched Made in Abyss, but I've just recently watched it. Watched the first season, the movie, and then the second season, and I gotta say, it was pretty good. So I was missing out. So, but it's a good time to get into it if you haven't, because the second season just came out a month or two ago, so you can binge and experience it yourself. Very cool, very good animation, very beautiful world building and whatnot. Interesting characters. A fun facade, yet a very deep and dark story. So I gotta recommend.
Shit.
Nice. I do like my fun facades. Did you know I happen to be putting on a facade right now? This is not me. I'm not who I am.
I'm not who I
You're
am right
actually
now.
very
I know.
deep and dark inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you know
so
what I
deep.
mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tell me about it. We cry ourselves to sleep
Damn
at
deep.
night. Or at least I do. Anyways,
for real.
Fun Facades. Good movie. Recommend.
I recommend
Film.
the show.
Show. Yes.
And they have a movie.
Yes. Cool.
All right. Well, if we want to continue the anime train, we can talk about how we watched the premiere of
Yes.
Chainsaw Man.
We did.
What are our thoughts?
So far, I'd say it's a pretty interesting premise they have presented us with, since I have not read the manga like many of you
Neither have
degenerates
I. Yeah,
out there.
yeah. In fact, we don't read actually. Like
yeah,
reading's
I
kind of
refuse
for
to read.
losers, dude. This is not a
Yeah.
book channel.
Books? What are those?
Yeah, that's just an outdated form of TV.
Yeah, man, TVs were invented in the 1950s.
Books are for rooks.
Exactly.
I came up with that on the spot.
Hey, a good one.
See, he doesn't get this wit from reading, all right? It's from TV.
Exactly. Imagine being a book fella. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was Chainsaw Man?
For me personally, solid start. It's like just for the first episode, the world building seems pretty cool. Unique world. The story itself, it seems like your typical shonen, but like it's probably gonna get deeper, I'd assume, because everyone talks about that. So don't attack me yet. Okay, we've only seen one episode. And also,
right.
it might not be the same as the manga because it's an adaptation. So, like, neither has anyone else seen the rest of this show. So, like,
no.
just in the first episode, solid start. The animation's a little bit inconsistent because they rely a bit too much on CG.
Yeah.
And it's not always blended well because you get
With
the little low resolution versions of characters and shit like that.
Yep, I agree.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, fun fact. Here in Melbourne, Australia, we have a funny Netflix Chainsaw Man mural behind the McDonald's. I'll pull up a picture now.
Thank you, editor, for putting that picture.
Why? It's next to Fortress.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That does look pretty cool. What a cool mural! I can see it right now.
Whoa! Look at that! Oh shit! I bumped into my mic.
Yeah.
What's funny is it's behind a McDonald's, so like that tells you about something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Chainsaw Man.
So check it out if you haven't. And episode 2 is probably already dropped. I don't even remember.
I think it dropped on Tuesday.
Yeah, might have to. I'll probably we'll continue it. Yeah. But yeah, Chainsaw Man. All right. I watched the first 2 episodes of the classic, as in like it was a few years ago, Australian sitcom Utopia, which is about a government like planning department, and it's
like Parks and Rec.
It's like Parks and Rec but Australian.
Okay.
Huh.
And it's pretty good. Like it's got a lot of Australian talent there, and there's particularly some actors and actresses in the show, but I don't remember their names. But there are funny people in this show, and it's a pretty good time if you're looking to engage in some Australian content, which we're from Australia, so yeah.
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. True patriots. Yeah, recommended. It's pretty good.
Yes,
I'll probably keep watching it. I also wanted to do the weekly catch up for you guys who don't watch this show, but House of the Dragon, going strong, another banger episode. Don't think it was quite as good as last week's episode because I think I told you guys it was like super emotional and stuff.
Yeah, my memory's just fucked, so don't ask me anything.
Yeah, I found it very emotional, but this episode, not as much emotion, but fuck, Little, I'll give a minor spoiler, but like if you watch last week's episode, it won't really matter. But just like skip ahead maybe like a minute or something. But the king finally dies, and then everything goes to shit. And then it reveals like people have been plotting and stuff like that. I won't talk any more spoilers, but like, yeah, this is that episode. This is King's dead. What the fuck happens now?
King's dead.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Hey.
You know, I had a funny dream last night that I was at the Kendrick concert.
Very excited.
Yeah, but for some reason, like I was on like in the mosh pit for some reason, and then you guys were just like in the distance somewhere, and I was like, "Why aren't they
We
here?"
sent you to your death in the mosh pit.
Yeah, funny little dream thing. That was a dream review.
Dream review.
Yeah,
The dream with the mask.
yeah.
Scary.
Dream
Scary.
face reveal.
Dream face.
Dream face reveal.
Scary. Creepies.
Yeah, so another good episode of House of the Dragon. Oh, and I also wanted to bring attention. This is a not recommendation. I watched the new Netflix The Watcher series, which I think is #1 on Netflix. So like a lot of people are watching it, and I'd like to say, don't watch it. It's not very good.
Is it based on the thing that BuzzFeed talked about?
Yes, well, not particularly based on the BuzzFeed story, but it is based on the crime.
Okay.
That is barely like. So, for those who do not know, the curious case of the Watcher, I think that's the name of the BuzzFeed video. But it's like my voice is just not working today.
Drink water.
Yeah, I've not drank water. Sorry, I was gonna say, yeah, it was just like family and house gets a bunch of letters. They're creepy and stalkery, and that's the entire case. Which, like,
oh yeah, I know this case.
Yeah, it's like I guess a little bit scary if you're in this situation, but like other than that, it's not that interesting. Right, so for them to make a 7-episode miniseries about it, each with hour-long episodes, they've got to struggle with what to write. So of course, this is very loosely based on the thing because they go into cult shit and like, oh, it just gets fucking stupid, and because it's okay. I'm going to spoil the show, so if you gotta watch it, just skip forward like a minute. But the ending of the show doesn't end with a definitive answer because the case is unsolved, right? So they go through all of the theories from the original case, but present them as the truth. Like these are kind of old. That's the sort of thing they do. They kind of go like, these are all pretty much true, but which one is right? Like it's a really weird way to do it. And so like by the end of the show you're like, oh, it could have been anyone in the entire show, which kind of makes the whole thing seem pointless. But the show wasn't like even good throughout because it's so much filler because like they don't have anything to write about. It's also, by the way, it's written by Ryan Murphy as well as produced by him. For those who do not know, Ryan Murphy is one of the biggest producers for TV. He's got like an exclusive contract with Netflix now. He made like Glee and then American Horror Story, American Crime Story, bunch of stuff like that.
Cousin of Dan Murphy.
Indeed.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
I think Glee was the one he wrote, and I've been told that he also wrote The Politician on Netflix. But yeah, he also wrote this one, so his writing is not very good. It's a lot of like drama between the family members.
Do they sing?
All this weird pedophilia stuff twice in the show. 2 different subplots to do with like underage people. One of the best lines is like the daughter is flirting with someone like older. She's like 16, the person's like 19 or something, and she's like, "Don't come near me, creep. I'm jailbait."
Sorry, what? Jail what?
Jailbait. Like you'll go to prison if you We got quality like that. Also, for some reason, there's a police officer, right? And the family goes to the police officer, and the police officer's like, "Yeah, maybe you should go to a private detective. I can't solve this one." Right? And then they just want the police to protect them, and he's like, "Yeah, maybe you should hire like a private security thing."
It's not my job, hey.
Oh, so there was like a moment. My voice
What?
is
What happened? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Have you been possessed by a demon?
Maybe. There was a moment where the wife catches the policeman and this other lady, another character, having like an affair or something. And because it's like kind of the show kind of builds itself like everyone's in on a conspiracy sort of thing, but like not really. But yeah, so he catches them together and then they're just like, yo, are you guys forming a conspiracy? And the cop gets so pissed off, right? That he when they ask him for help for a thing later on, he's like, no, I'm not giving you any of the police department resources because of this personal issue they have between them. Very professional.
You know,
and then they're like, okay, we'll go to the FBI. And he's like, oh, I know the people at the FBI. I'm just going to give them a call and they won't work with you.
Just stretching the original case just a little bit.
Yeah, bear in mind, they're in like a fucking, like a little town in New Jersey. So like, why would this policeman have like deep ties to the FBI?
He's a CIA agent, but he's posing as a police officer.
And similarly, the funnier one at the end, right? Because this person he's been having like a relationship with, they break up, and then apparently because he has erectile dysfunction, and then she calls him to ask like she calls him as like a police officer to ask for a police help, and once again he's like, not giving you any of the police force because you broke up with me because I have erectile dysfunction, and that fucking made me laugh because I'm like, that is some dumb shit, bro. The show is like a lot of this weird like drama stuff.
Just like Glee style drama.
Sorry?
It's like Glee style drama in this
sort of
show.
But Glee's like more of a satire. Like this drama in this also feels satirical, but it's not because it's based on a real case. So like I don't know.
Crime
that's
drama
funny.
Based on real events.
Also,
and then they glee the shit out of it.
I'm not sure if this is true, by the way, because I went to have a shower while my roommates were watching this episode. But 2 characters apparently died, and then they come back, and nobody really addresses it.
What?
Yeah, apparently they commit suicide.
It was a fake suicide.
They like when they initially come back, it's presented as possibly creepy because a guy looks through a window and he's like, "Oh, that's a person." But then for the next few episodes, none of the characters acknowledge it. So like, I don't know what's happening there.
The writers
But once again, that could be me not interpreting the show in the right way. Also, is the camera?
Yeah, it's the second file.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird.
This show got
Would you recommend?
No, I don't recommend. Just watch the BuzzFeed video.
Don't copy strike us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Not great. All right, before we do our thing, I need to blow my nose.
The cum rag.
Fuck. You had to say it. You had to say. You couldn't help it.
Okay, back to the show. All right, we're gonna get into our big 2 segments of the show, starting with episode 6 of Andor. Titles. Shit.
9/11.
Hold on. I'll find it. I'll find the episode.
Also, what was the story behind the new intro? Did you just make it on a whim?
I made it like 6 months ago.
6 months ago. Okay, and then you're just using it now.
Yeah.
For the new phase.
Yeah, because we're rebranding.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. The drums sound huge.
Yeah.
It was on. I was using the thing. It's Steven Slayer.
Steven Slayer? Yeah, makes sense.
Hi. Demon Slayer, yes.
Slay.
All right. Slay, guys. We're on to Andor episode 6 titled The Eye.
Yo.
Synopsis. With cover from a local festival, the Aldani mission reaches a point of no return. What are our first impressions, boys?
Before the first impression, something I realized when we did Through the Lens before, we always went through like the cast and the production crew. Do you want to do that?
Oh, I'm just not doing it for this one because it's a TV show that we've already started.
Right, fair enough.
But I'll do it for SheHulk.
Just a consistent director throughout, right? Not a different one for each episode.
It could be. It actually might. It's probably would be a different episode.
From what I know about Star Wars TV shows in the past.
And just TV shows in general, switch it up because they can't do one director for the entire thing.
Yep.
Well, let's give our first impressions. I'll have a look. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't have much to say for this episode because it was
Susanna White directed it. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, you did cut me off. Which to be fair, I did ask for it, so well. I watched this.
Fuck you, Sonny. Sorry, I just did that.
I'll just
cut you off.
stop
I'm
talking.
joking. I'm sorry.
Man, I'll just stop talking.
Sorry, continue.
I watched this early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say late at night, but it was early in the morning. I was skipping by because I really wanted to fucking go to sleep because I was really concerned. And I got like the main plot of it, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
It's great.
I didn't watch it like full length entirety, so
You skimmed
I
through it.
skimmed.
Yeah.
I skimmed a little bit through it.
Like
Yeah.
skim milk.
Yes.
Yeah. I also watched it early this morning. And unfortunately, Sunman, I think this is the best episode. This is the one you shouldn't skim through. This is like a certified banger, I reckon.
Yeah, I left it. I left the
Yeah.
best till last,
Yeah.
but the last had to be very fucking late for me. So
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
But yeah, I fucking love this episode. Like, genuinely, it's probably the best episode of the show.
Because where all the action happens,
Yeah.
So, like, I'd say it's a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, it's not just like a quick action sequence.
The whole thing's...
It builds so much tension and like, it's a big heist. So like, yeah, very, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
And we'll go into it more, but yeah, that's first impressions, good stuff. What do we do next? Yes, we talk about the we talk about the acting. The acting, well, we have the same actors from last week, so like not really anyone new.
Yep. No.
Just one like bad guy.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, there's a bad guy in this one. Not bad actor, but bad guy.
Yes.
A little baddie.
Key difference.
If
Need
you
the
know what I
button, you can
mean.
point it. I should sit up. I've been like slooping downwards this entire episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Lucky.
acting, solid across the board as
Yeah.
usual.
Having too much to write home.
Yeah.
Writing?
Solid.
Writing. This one like didn't really need that. Like, it's not like this one's not as much of a drama as the last few ones,
Yeah.
but like it is a solid heist plot. And this one benefits of having actually like pretty long episodes, which like the Star Wars series
Yeah.
tend to go towards the shorter end. But this one felt much longer, and they could actually like they didn't have to rush anything, and I think that greatly benefited it. Like good tension and stuff, and like it just gave me that heist feeling. You have towards the back end, you have some interesting twists and turns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which sticks with that whole heisty type vibe.
Yeah.
There's nothing really more to address that without spoilers, but like,
True.
yeah, the actual,
Solid high sequence.
solid heist stuff.
Solid. That's just without going into the spoilers. I think that's just going to be the catchphrase of this episode.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's
man.
solid. No, what else can you say about it?
Cinematography.
La la la. Yes.
I thought cinematography was great. I think the cinematography for Andor is the best in the Star Wars shows. Like, yeah,
Very solid.
in my opinion, yeah, very
Yeah.
solid. But because I want to actually talk more about the visuals, but like the
Yeah.
cinematography is, I think, good. They have a really good shootout action sequence that looked nice.
Yeah.
Later in the episode, pretty good. Anything you want to add?
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, editing visuals. The CG, whoa, it was like very good, right? Was it just me or like, towards they have? Oh, it's actually can't talk about with spoilers, but there's a
Under the
very
wall.
beautiful looking scene at the end involving lights
Yeah.
and a ship flying,
Uh-huh.
and it looked gorgeous. Like, I literally, it was like 2 a.m. and I texted the group chat, being like,
So-
"What the fuck? This CG is so good." Like, genuinely, the CG for Andor is like better than anything we've seen on Disney Plus, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I like this episode, like, I would not have been able to, like, if I just saw it on TV, I would not have been able to tell if it was a TV show or a movie.
Mm.
But yeah. Like, generally, I think the VFX team did such a good job on this episode.
I
Agree.
Yeah. And I could address the scene in more detail and spoilers, but, like, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you think we make that transition to spoilers now?
Audio and music, just quickly.
Oh, shit, yeah, audio and music.
Nothing much else to really talk about. Just solid.
Yeah. I like the side to side was good, because I remember with things shooting overhead and, like, pew.
Mm.
Oh, pew,
Pew.
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 Yeah.
PU. Sounds good.
Hell yeah. All right. Sunny man, did you bring your recorder?
I am a fucking fool.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Do a mouth trumpet.
Yeah.
All right.
Spoilers
3,
zone?
2, 1. Highway to the spoiler zone.
Hey.
Welcome to the spoiler zone.
Yeah.
Spoiler zone?
So yeah,
Spoiler zone now.
I was talking about the ending of where they get the ship and they fly off into the eye. That was fucking good looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just very impressive. I also just really like the landscapes in this show.
Mm.
With the
Yeah.
green, it's very like, I don't know, Scandinavian.
kind of is, yeah.
Yeah.
North European.
It gives me Death Stranding vibes, right?
Which is
Yeah,
North
I
America.
Which is North America, which doesn't make much
No.
sense, but it,
Well, it's in the
That's-
northern part of the world.
Last episode we talked about New Zealand, right?
It doesn't really.
it's
very
not New Zealand-y.
No?
Because New Zealand-y is like more Lord of the
yeah.
Rings, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is like this would be up north where it's like colder and
Up where it's colder.
yeah. Up north where it's colder, that's kind of the
Nice.
gist of it.
Colder.
Yeah.
Colder.
We got some cool stuff in this episode other than the heist. Like we got some characters die.
Mm.
In
They
Game of Thrones, a
do.
couple of characters, including my main man.
Tarvin?
Was he the
kid.
kid?
The kid. Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Name.
The
Namor.
your typical communist
yeah.
club uni kid who has his own.
Yeah,
manifesto.
I was like,
And
is
it's
this
the
just
guy
like
that
an RMIT
Yeah.
writing student? But
Imagine writing your own manifesto. Yeah.
oh yeah,
What
we
a-
had to
what a
write that in
day.
first semester of creative writing.
What kind of manifesto did you write?
It was
Yeah.
like I can't remember, but it was like a writing manifesto of like
Fighting.
writing.
Fighting manifesto. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll beat the shit out of you.
Cool. You know, he's all for the resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
he unfortunately
You probably
died.
get your first moment of kind of character development from Andor.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really, actually, no, he doesn't really care about the resistance, but like he just like
He
he
cares
keeps
about
his
the people.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
because one of the guys goes to betray them at the end, Andor fucking Han Solo's him.
bam, but there was no table.
There was no table.
He just straight up shot him.
Just straight up shot him, but like yeah, he shot first, you know.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Then you got that. Oh, I also really liked the fucking alien dude with 4 arms. That was
Doctor.
cool. Yeah.
The doctor.
He gave me the vibes of something, but I can't.
Same,
Something from an
same.
anime. I feel like.
Okay, not from an anime for me.
Anime.
Wait.
It reminded me of another Star Wars thing.
It also reminded me of another Star Wars thing, which was in fucking the sequel trilogy, the little alien that gives the lightsaber to Rey in
Oh,
the
yeah.
first in episode 7.
Maybe.
They ain't a doctor.
No, but like the shape of the head
Okay.
looked the same,
Big
I
head.
think. But the vibe of the character, it gave me. Oh, it reminded me of Oh, have you seen Spirited Away? You know the fucking dude with There's a dude with multiple arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of gave me that vibe a little bit. I don't know.
There's a lot of people with multiple arms. Like
Yeah,
Grievous.
yeah.
true.
4 arms from Ben 10.
Oh, yeah, true.
Which Ben 10?
back in the day.
Yeah.
Used to,
Not
yeah.
as much as I probably should have when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sad.
But I did see a little bit.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Yeah. Mr. You get a little bit more glimpse into possibly what's going on with is it Luther?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude's like willing to go to any lengths, kind of. That's the vibe.
Mm.
Maybe they're setting Andor up for like a moral conflict down the line or something. Because it's interesting, you're getting like multi-faceted looks at the Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really much writing stuff. This is purely just like action, like
Heist.
heist.
Cool.
Yeah.
All been waiting for.
Yeah.
Actually, more people died.
Yeah.
Who's the
dude?
stormtrooper guy?
Yeah, the guy, the ex-stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Um,
That and also the commander dude who was being double agent.
wait, did he die?
Yeah.
Or at least he
give
was
it a
left
shot.
behind.
Oh yeah, he did get shot, did he? Yeah, that bit where the dude, the fucking dude, like gets on the channel and he's like, "Oh shit, something's going on," and he marches down and they're about to pull away, but then the firing squad pulls up.
Yeah, a lot of tension
Yeah.
in the heist because like not everything goes to plan, you know.
Yeah, and they straight up take hostages as well. They just take the
Yeah.
wife and kid.
Who
The
are
rebels be
they again?
hardcore, man.
Do they have good role, like important roles?
Well, no, it was more just like.
Yeah. But they've somehow established it like, oh, they have a kid, and the kid's like, I don't want to wear the thing.
Yeah, the kid doesn't. I think it was like also to the point like the kid's innocent, like the kid doesn't give a shit about the Empire versus the Rebels or anything.
Right, I guess they're trying to show this is just a normal family kind of.
Yeah.
Except for the
Except for the dad who kind of hates the wife as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but yeah.
I hate my wife. My
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Dio hates his wife too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to add on about this week's episode of Andor?
Where will Andor go next time? In 2 days.
Oh well, I've seen a little bit of next episode,
No,
but
you did.
we'll talk about it next week. But yeah.
I think we can safe to say we can move on.
Yeah, all right. Let's give our final verdicts, starting with Mr. Dio.
Yo.
Solid episode. I would recommend it very much. Probably the best episode so far. I'd give it a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, I gotta yawn. Alright, done. Just goes to show that the state I was watching probably might not be the best one.
Yeah.
Well, if I gave the past 2 episodes an 8, I feel like this is an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. For me.
I'm willing to. Yeah, I think it's the best episode of the show. I don't really have any problems that I don't think I gave any problems to it, so I'm actually willing to go for a 10
I feel
for
like
this one.
It's a kind of no problems, but it doesn't like have a full a full movie's worth of thing. This is just a standalone episode. That's a little bit of an exception.
Yeah,
kind of.
But yeah, in terms of like as this being, I think a perfect episode of Andor, I'm gonna go for a 10 for this one.
Cool.
So that averages to about
9.3.
Oh, that was like spot on, wasn't it? Yeah, that's about right?
Yeah.
9.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 9.3.
The highest episode, yes, that's the benchmark.
Yeah. We'll probably get 2 more episodes of build up and then another big episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's a 12 episode season, which is
Okay.
quite a bit for a Star Wars show, but yeah. All right. We have
Next
another big section to go into, the final big section, and that is our She-Hulk review.
She-Hulk.
So let's get into it.
Yes.
First impression, sorry.
Yes, sir.
I guess for the whole season, I agree with your initial sentiments you shared like a couple weeks ago. Like, I do like the lawyer aspect more than just the day-to-day drama of being She-Hulk aspect of the show. Yeah. So there was good highlights and some slow bits that I didn't care too much for. But watching it as a binge, it didn't like distract too much because I could just keep watching the next episode. And yada yada yada. Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, for me, because as you guys know, I've been watching it week to week. That's why I gave little hints of what I thought on the way. But because when you have like 2 whole weeks of filler and stuff, it's like it's quite a lot. So it's quite a different experience binging. I don't know if this show. Okay, there's one episode which it's not a spoiler. I can tell you what episode it is. The one with Wong and the Magician.
Yes.
I think that's a good episode. Like, that's an episode that I actually genuinely liked. Whereas the other episodes are either like got its hit and miss moments, but like that's an episode I'm like, that's a pretty good episode. So I think, in my opinion, it's about 1 out of 6 of hits, like solid episodes. Wait, is it 6 episodes? No, that doesn't sound right. Is it 8 episodes?
9.
9. Yeah, so they have a 1 out of 9 sort of rate for me. I thought the finale wasn't. It was a mixed bag, but at least it was not boring.
Yeah.
So I think the finale is kind of the second best episode, because the other episodes are kind of just nothing. Except for the Daredevil episode, I guess, is kind of interesting. But I don't actually think the story of the Daredevil episode was very good. But like, Daredevil was in it. Fun fact: Charlie Cox did all of his own stunts, even though he was not expected to.
Cool. I'm just happy he's there.
Yeah, so fair. But yeah, that's our first impressions of the show. Genuinely, generally, like, we're lukewarm on it. Like, we think it's okay. That's I guess that's
probably it.
It had some good moments, but like,
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll touch more in detail, but let's talk about the acting first.
Actorinos.
I think this was okay. In terms of the acting for me, I don't think anyone did a great job, but I think they all did fine jobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like She-Hulk herself, like the actress, she's decent. She's likable, but like they don't give her much range. I guess it's not really. It's okay. I feel like everyone kind of plays a bit of a caricature of themselves. So like, I don't know. I guess in terms of actual range, Abomination is probably the one we get the most range of, because if you've seen Incredible Hulk, it's quite a different character. I kind of like what they did with him in turning him into a good guy, but at the same time, I feel like all of the intensity of the original Hulk movie, like all of that drama and stuff, has been just lost in the MCU. I don't really like Bruce Banner anymore, and this show just made me not like him more. So like, I don't know, I've kind of... That's why I personally am not excited for the oh, is it a spoiler to say what they kind of announced in the show?
Well, they haven't.
Because I haven't seen anything about that.
They did. They announced a thing, but like, if you don't know what it is, I might. Yeah. Okay. Well, he said it. Like, I won't say what anything what it's
they
about.
Didn't announce anything specific,
but they did say that they're going to do a movie in the show.
Right.
So like, which I assume they wouldn't have just put that in there unless Marvel are actually planning to do it, right?
No, it's just to tease you, the fans. Be like, you got to debate it.
But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to a movie because I just don't really like the Hulk much anymore. I really, man. No, we gotta go back to the old days. You know, the early 2000s, where Eric Banner, the Australian bloke, was Bruce Banner back in the day.
Banners.
In Ang Lee's Hulk movie. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, shout out. You know. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely feels like a lot of the complaints people have about Marvel, all of the comedy being the same and stuff, is kind of applied here because this entire thing is a comedy. So like, yeah. So all the characters kind of feel samey.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not sure. Doesn't fit my vibe that much. Oh wait, this is acting. But yeah, in terms of acting is okay. I don't.
It's fine.
And there are a lot of the side characters to me, their performances are a bit weaker than the main ones.
Mm.
But like, I also can't really gauge that because nobody's very deep. Like, there's no characters that I'm like, wow, what emotional range the actors have, you know?
Like the deep.
Yeah.
Deep. Yeah, that's true. Because it's a very funny, light-hearted show, but
Yeah.
So you don't get to see the range.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, we'll go into the writing,
which we have talked about a bit.
We have talked about it a bit, yeah. Like, genuinely, as a sitcom, it's not very. I don't know. The writing's not great. Like, were you guys laughing a lot in the show? Because I guess that's the main thing. Like,
I don't laugh, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, Dia doesn't laugh, so this question doesn't count.
2 sides to laugh.
Yeah. There occasionally be a few funny jokes because I was watching it with my roommate, right?
Mm.
And yeah, we'd laugh at the absurdity of it.
Yeah, same
That's
with me
also the
actually.
thing, yeah. But the show itself isn't that funny. It's really, I don't know. I thought the initial selling point was the show was meant to be like a legal comedy. But it takes like a solid like 4 episodes to get there or something before we hit legal, because you go through like
before you get proper stuff.
Yeah, like courtroom stuff.
Yeah.
And the courtroom scenes are like they're not very good.
Cut
like
down.
Yeah, if you even watch like fucking any legal show, even though they're inaccurate as fuck, this one's way more accurate if you want to go by that. But like, it's not that good. That's why I think the Wong episode is the best one, because I think that had the perfect balance of the superhero shit and the courtroom stuff. So I think if like I was to pick the formula of the show, that episode would be the thing. And they kind of do with like the Mr. Immortal episode.
No.
A little bit of that stuff. Because like just courtroom stuff, but with a Marvel twist is kind of like the thing that I think.
Isn't the Mr. Immortal thing a B plot?
Yeah, which is annoying because it's like that was kind of the best part of that episode.
Yeah.
But it becomes a B plot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and SheHulk doesn't even do anything with that case. It was left to a side character.
What's she doing? Oh,
She's just like trying to get sued us. Oh, she's gonna. Oh yeah, that's why that thing was awful. Yeah.
Oh fuck! The cuck Redditors.
Oh yeah, just the whole meta stuff for the show. It's like the range of the meta stuff is either okay, that's cute, like that's a cute little reference, to that this is like very cringy,
absurd, cringe, just like exaggerated caricature of life and of themselves and of the show
and of like the audience of the show,
and
like,
then of Marvel themselves.
Yeah. And it's also a lot of like, oh, we're writing this show in a way so that we can predict the way Twitter and audiences are going to react. So that like you can't actually we actually can't insult the show because they've predicted it for us.
They
so
use
the word prove them right. Yeah,
they use the words Twitter armor in the show.
Yes, they do. They do.
Got it.
It is kind of clever in that way, so I'll give it like props. But like at the same time, that's an excuse for lazy writing, though. Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah, generally writing, I don't think it's strongest suit. That's another thing. There is pretty much no. I wouldn't say there's a proper storyline throughout the entire season. You could say that there is with like the. Those are kind of spoilers, right?
Yeah, we could just say it's end of episode.
Yeah, the end
building.
But there's so much filler in the middle that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's almost like the show doesn't really care about telling a story, and then you get the final episode where they do this whole long, let's call it a gag. If you probably already know what it is, but like I'm not going to spoil it because it has come out recently. That kind of just goes. It doesn't even matter. The story doesn't even matter because Yeah. So it's like, oh, it's probably on purpose. But like in terms of actual TV show structure, it's fucking kind of awful.
It feels like a show that's not taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
There's the one like story point or like character development thing that did go out throughout the show, which was She-Hulk's dating life.
Yes.
And how she was like, yo, I should be myself and not She-Hulk. Oh my god.
And then she decides she will be She-Hulk anyway.
Yes.
So like, yeah. But I guess, yeah, that is character development.
That's-
Yeah.
And yeah. It's typical sitcom shenanigans, I suppose. Yeah. The character goes to dating stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so just the writing, it's just not very good. And yeah, I don't know. If they'd written this better, even if just the jokes had been funnier, it probably could have worked. And like I was thinking, the Wong episode, I think, is the best example of what the show could have been in terms of finding a sitcom formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the balance, but yeah, it doesn't really hit that. Yeah. Cinematography. It's very meh.
Sorry.
I don't think there are any. Even more like it just looks like it looks like a TV show, not like a movie. Compared, like we were just talking about Andor before, right? That one looks like a fucking movie. This one looks like a generic TV show stuff.
But it doesn't feel like a sitcom either because of the camera placements and what they're trying to do with the movies.
That could have actually been so much better if they'd even just done it, like, made it feel like a sitcom.
Style.
Yeah.
But no, we got basically nothing.
Right. Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. Editing and visuals. Oh,
Which has been touched on enough times by the community.
Yeah, the CG is not great. It was okay in the first episode.
What?
It kind of
died.
It died? Okay.
It's fine. We got
That's
two.
fine.
We got
Cool.
multiple cameras here. Yeah, we got 2 episodes at the start that I think the CG looked okay because they were probably trying to like sell the fact that the CG's not that bad in the first few episodes,
and then
it goes downhill, and then maybe gets a bit better at the end.
Maybe.
But I don't know. It's just
we could just forget about the middle.
It's overworked VFX artists, really. And, like, yeah, I think entirely Disney's budget for TV shows went into Andor.
Let's go.
Because, like, yeah, like, that looks miles better than this show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's
nothing much else.
Nothing much else about that,
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about the spoilers there, right?
Audio and music.
Oh, wait, sorry. I keep doing that, yeah.
I mean, to be fair.
I want to say, the audio and music, in terms of the soundtrack, they use a song by Jesse.
They did?
Yes, they did. So shout out to the people who curated the soundtrack. They had a song by Jesse in it, who was like a K-pop idol, if you didn't know.
Cool.
But very cool.
Hey.
Glad to see that she's in a thing.
And other than that, it's just
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, they also had they had Megan Thee Stallion. They also had someone I saw in concert, Tierra Whack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rings a bell.
Yeah, she's a little rapper. Yeah.
Little rapper.
All right, let's talk about spoilers then.
3, 2, 1.
To the spoilers zone.
Oh, okay.
Woo.
All right, so what did I need to address without going into spoilers again? It was the ending, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yo, remember when she hopped out of Disney Plus? That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool, and like just generally my feelings about the ending, right? It's very mixed because like her jumping out of Disney Plus and stuff, I don't mind that stuff. She does it in the comics apparently, and I don't mind cute fourth wall breaks, but then it goes into like absurdity where like I wasn't liking the direction of the episode, so I guess I get that it was written that way so you wouldn't like the direction the episode was going, and then She-Hulk stops and is like, going to take out all of this stuff that
She goes to the writing
AI put in.
Yeah.
But it recontextualizes the MCU in a weird way. They also just didn't. They also didn't fully commit to it being Kevin Feige as well. So the actual meta narrative isn't even. It's still not in our world. It's in a parallel universe to our world, which is like it actually makes it a lot more complicated than the joke is meant to be.
Yeah.
And then you got all these theories that it could be like Kang or something that control. Yeah, a bunch of stuff, right? That's like
Kevin controls Kang, who controls. Kevin controls a universe with Kang, who controls a universe with Kevin, who then controls the MCU.
See, it's a lot of it's fucking complicated as shit, and it's just like yeah, if you want to analyze it from a fucking foundations of the MCU structure thing,
Just
like
don't.
it kind of fucking sucks, and like it's just annoying. I like, but it was kind of cute to see the character go into the real world, to the writers. It's cute, I think, in my opinion.
Real world.
Real world. Not,
Does
yeah,
Marvel Studios even have eye scanners? I don't think so.
probably not. But it was still probably the most interesting part of the show for me because it's just different
And absurd.
and absurd.
They
Yeah,
play into the absurdity of the show throughout, and then the final point of the final end plot thing is just that She-Hulk recognizes how absurd everything is, and goes into the real world to be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?"
yeah. But it begs the question: like, can she just do that from now on in all conflicts?
Which would be the most overpowered superpower?
Yeah.
Unless you're Kang.
Oh, I'd also like to point out one thing. In terms of actual character development, there was a huge fuck up because in the first episode, she's talking about. Do you remember the notorious thing on the internet of people being like, "Oh, he's talking shit to Bruce," when she say like, "Oh, I can control my anger," blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the first episode. So then in the season finale, right? Well, technically the end of the previous episode, she like goes berserk and rips up a bunch of shit and blah blah blah, and then she gets placed into prison,
Yes.
which basically proves Bruce's point, right? So you could kind of get like, oh, all this stuff happens, but ultimately Bruce was right, so she should train. Thus, character development. She's learning from her mistakes, but all of that gets fucking not really retcon, like fucking thrown out of the window because she changes stuff with her fourth wall powers. So you almost got a good She-Hulk character arc. Almost. You almost got a point for the show, but
Yeah,
then they
and then
completely
no.
got rid of it.
Cool.
So it's just like, what the fuck is the point? Like,
Good show.
yeah. Oh, so we should probably address the scar in the room, the Mr. Hulk's son.
Oh yeah. I guess that's the movie thing.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it, mate. I'm going to be honest, because I just don't really like the Hulk anymore.
Bruce Banner, fuck. That's the big $1 million question.
Also, apparently, rumor has it that they were going to replace, for like one episode, replace Mark Ruffalo with the dude from The Incredible Hulk.
Sorry, I just broke a chair.
Oh, that's all
Yeah,
good.
mate.
$6 worth a chair.
It's about as broken as the MCU now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was saying.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were going to replace the Mark Ruffalo with the dude from The Incredible Hulk as a little joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I generally really liked in the final episode, the intro where they recreated the Hulk, classic Hulk thing.
You did?
Yeah, remember where they do like the body double, super muscular lady and stuff like that.
Oh.
It's a direct
yeah.
like frame by frame
Okay.
recreation of the classic Hulk TV show back in the day.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I thought it was very cute. Like, there's a lot of cute moments in the show, but like,
Kawaii.
yeah.
That's probably but it's fine.
Anything you guys want to add for spoilers?
Nah, I just want to get this fucking show done and over with.
Murdoch
Right.
be phony.
Oh yeah, Murdoch.
Oh, we should probably just the Daredevil in the room.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. I don't hate the Daredevil inclusion as much as I initially did, but like, it's very. I feel like it should be addressed what is going on because like, I guess we're waiting for the Daredevil series to really confirm if this is a reboot,
But it's like a
re-sequel
watered
or-
down Matt Murdock, you know.
Other than the action, I think like genuinely like
as a character.
Yeah, it is. I think the fucking dumbest thing was when he reveals his secret identity, then like later lectures She-Hulk about having a secret identity, because I was like, that's kind of dumb. Also,
well, to be fair, he was being choked by She-Hulk.
He likes it.
Yeah, so like, what choice does he have?
I don't know.
Be like harder, mummy.
But I feel like I don't know. He went 3 seasons without revealing his identity to most people. If that was canon, which I'm pretty sure it is because they updated it to like the MCU wiki or something.
Okay.
I'm not really sure, and I feel like it should. They could in the fourth wall break. They could have addressed the inclusion of Daredevil and been like, "Is it part of the thing?" That would have been a good way to do it.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's still very unclear. So like a lot of it is just confusion. But he's pretty fun though. I like how he's more acrobatic. That's like more accurate to the character.
No.
And the action sequence that he was in was pretty cool. It was like kind of Netflixy, but like just not quite as violent, I guess. But like still sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daredevil.
He had the family dinner though.
He do be at the family dinner.
And then he meet Hulk's son.
I don't really want like it's weird now because like they're like kind of a couple now, and it's just like
I mean, he's invited to the family.
What happened to Karen, bro? From the fucking Daredevil show? I thought they had something going on.
She's a side piece.
Oh wow, Matt! Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Ratings?
Yes.
Before the
final
verdict,
yeah. Let's go.
It had its moments, but a lot of it's kind of garbage. So I'd give it a 5.
5.
I'll give it a 4.5.
4.5. Dude, what the fuck am I?
No, actually, fuck it. I'll give it a 5. Just to take it since today it's a 5. It's
easy. 5.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Cinque.
All right, we're gonna speed through a quick news segment.
Yeah,
ready?
We'll speed. Super speed news section.
All right. Overwatch 2 came out. People don't like it.
Same game, except apparently they made the asses fatter on the character.
I did hear that. Also, apparently, they took out some stuff. They added some stuff, but same game.
Not really the same game because everything's just a little different.
Because it's
a lot different,
right?
But the whole structure of how you would normally play the game has changed. But they obviously with any game, in any reboot really, balance isn't right.
Is it a different engine?
No. Well, a different graphics engine.
Okay.
But the game still looks kind of shit. Well, because
it's supposed to be that cartoon.
Yeah.
Look, that's the look of Overwatch.
But they got that ass though, so it's a plus. Buy
Overwatch
the game
has just become
again.
this love-hate thing. Yeah. I haven't played it yet because I just have no time these days.
Yeah.
The loyalists to Overwatch 1, they like Overwatch 2 more than Overwatch 1.
Can't they just upgrade Overwatch and be like, yes, new Overwatch?
Because Overwatch 2 takes the PvE will be coming sometime next year.
Ideally the focus was the PvE, but like
the focus was
Blizzard wants to push. They wanted to push out something because Blizzard fucking sucks. Like,
but it's the game.
Yeah. Also, the fucking the guy who was spearheading the project left.
Jeff Kaplan retired.
Yeah.
Aaron Keller came in. Mainly there were reports that Bobby Kotick, the guy from before the CEO, was giving the Overwatch team a whole bunch of shit things to do, and that's why the Overwatch team has been so delayed. Yeah. In general, all of the drama and stuff has never been around the Overwatch team, because under Jeff Kaplan's lead, he was actively fighting within Blizzard against
because he actually gives a shit about what he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his team as well.
Yeah.
But like Blizzard Activision, like the company itself, they just want money.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of people are saying this has got a lot of that like roster update type of money like transaction bullshit. And people have figured out the way because you get free credits, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I haven't
but
done-
it is on. You have to complete 11 challenges in a week, right? And you get 60 credits, I think. So people calculated to get one skin, it'll take you about 5 years, unless you spend real money in the game. So that is the current monetization scheme.
That doesn't.
It actually like the
I don't know.
it like people have actually figured it out, and it's like it's fucking ridiculous. So
Good job.
yeah,
Blizzard.
they could have like, even if they do, like a lot of games, if you have a free to play version, they usually have like some sort of deluxe version that'll give you like skins and
Bonus
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Also, rumor has it they might be looking to lock characters behind the battle pass in the future. So keep
I think they already do.
Or they're already doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So already off to a sketchy start, but
Next up.
we'll see. All right.
Speed.
We have some Marvel news.
Marvel.
Sacha Baron Cohen is rumored to be cast as Mephisto in the MCU. Which
All
sounds like bullshit to me because you can see the response we got. Just
But
there.
Alright, moving on.
Can take form as anything.
Yeah.
So
Oh, speaking of casting news, this is a confirmed thing. Harrison Ford has taken over the role of
Indiana Jones.
fucking what is his name? Thunderbolt Ross. After William Hurt passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Which is very interesting considering Harrison Ford is much older than William Hurt, so it's a bit of a risk Marvel are placing there.
we're
But
gonna do a deep fake young face.
well, that's what people are thinking because they have Disney has so much footage of Harrison Ford because of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I wonder if he'll be Red Hulk though, because
Like a red venom.
yeah, I don't.
Because the Thunderbolts is coming up soon. But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he is in Thunderbolts and he is in the new Captain America movie.
Yep. Okay.
That's confirmed.
Alright.
For all your book readers out there, aka losers, because
The
you
Unholy
read
Trinity
books.
Book Club started up.
Yeah.
Fuck Rebel.
The new Percy Jackson book, the 6th in the series, got announced today.
Nice.
Oh my god, Percy Jackson.
Yep. All right. Quick Silent Hill. We had a Silent Hill event today. We've got Silent Hill 2 confirmed. Remake confirmed. Sorry, that's Silent Hill F, which is made by a guy who does visual novels. I don't know if it's a visual novel or an actual game.
Can we date the funny monster?
Oh,
We'll find out.
Could be pretty hot. We also got a Silent Hill movie announcement. So that's something. And last thing on my list, not Silent Hill related, is Creed 3, directed by Michael B. Jordan. We got the trailer for that. It looks good, I think.
The Creed series has been good, so I'll watch it.
I thought you said the Crudes too. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, bro. The Crudes 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and we'll probably review that when it comes out.
Cool.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up the thing.
Before that, on the note of Overwatch 2, because I almost forgot, McDonald's Overwatch 2 meal.
Yeah, I was at Macca's the other night, and it was right there,
Yep.
and I was like, "Fuck."
And it's
We'll do a
boring,
review.
and you just get a free skin.
That's
yeah.
that's actual Call of Duty marketing. That's
Yeah.
what COD does for like they do like food deals and shit like that. So that's very much Activision Blizzard.
At the Activision side of Activision Blizzard. Anyways, wrapping up.
Yeah. So yeah, next week I think you guys can probably look forward to a Black Adam review.
Yeah.
Possibly Halloween Ends, unless we do that on Halloween for our wait.
We'll do the
Oh, that
Halloween
might actually be
episode.
our Halloween episode anyway. So like maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll try and do something
see,
funny,
we'll see.
fun and Halloweeny next
Yeah.
week probably. But yeah. Oh, we forgot to introduce ourselves at the start again. So do you want to do some quick outros of who you guys are?
Hey y'all, I'm Dio/Zephyros with ZEFROS in the name.
Yes, I've been SCL.
And I'm Jack.
Cool.
And we're signing off.
All right. See you
See you
guys
next
next
time.
week. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching.
Bye bye.